What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction. Back with another track from the Chrono Cross Radical Dreamers vinyl edition, which came out in 2022, composed by Yasunori Mitsuda, based on his original compositions for the game Chrono Cross, which, as many people will know, was a sequel to Chrono Trigger. I've actually finished doing a playthrough of Chrono Trigger on my channel here on YouTube, and at some point I will do a playthrough of Chrono Cross, but I decided to go through some more like 90s console, well, I suppose the PlayStation is a console as well, but like cartridge RPGs first, so I'm going through the Shining Force series now, but again, at some point I will circle back once I get a functional PlayStation emulator, because the one that I tried to download so that I could play Chrono Cross, it didn't want to read/play the ROMs of Chrono Cross that I have, so long story short, that's still coming, but at some point in the future. In any case, once again, big shout out to Chris, my friend up in Alaska, who sent this to me, as well as some other vinyl recently, the new Jabez double LP. And yes, we're going to listen to A Vow of Wind and Dreams, which, on the surface of it, I can't think of what tune that may be related to in the original Chrono Cross score, but perhaps I will be able to determine that. And indeed, if people don't know, when I first started reacting to this, I thought it would just be music from Chrono Cross, but now pressed on vinyl in a really nice sleeve. I have to say, this sleeve is one of the highest quality ones I've ever seen. But I found out, again, that it's actually recompositions or alternative versions of tracks that were on the original soundtrack. So whatever we're about to hear, I doubt it'll be identical to a tune or multiple tunes on the original soundtrack to Chrono Cross, but I am looking forward to it, so let's give it a listen. This is by Yasunori Mitsuda. The tune is A Vow of Wind and Dreams, and it's the final track on side A. I will have to point out, I looked on Discogs in advance, and this is another one where the lead vocal is done by Aisling McGlynn, or is it McGlynn? I think it's McGlynn. But yeah, she sung on the first track on the EP, I guess, technically. I mean, it's 8 tracks. Does that make it a proper album? But yes, that was Dreams of the Past, Memories of My Soul, so it'll be the same lead voice as on that one. And the whole score has a bit of a Celtic feel to it, certainly, so I am not surprised by the presence of a singer who surely is either Irish or Scottish. So here we go. This is from the Chrono Cross Radical Dreamers vinyl from 2022, composed by an awesome composer going all the way back to the original games, Yasunori Mitsuda. And the track is A Vow of Wind and Dreams. So I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know if that's based off any of the tracks on the original soundtrack of Chrono Cross. It sounds more like a happier and fuller rendition of the tune used in the ending credits, which is an amazing tune in which the singing style is very similar, but given how long ago that was, I'm guessing it's not the same lead singer. But yes, ultimately it has a Celtic feel. I love all the instrumentation. Again, that bass was really grooving, and it even went into double time near the end of the track. We had an acoustic guitar, we had a flute, we had some lovely strings, bagpipes by the end, so a full composition which definitely did have a bit of Celtic flair. And her vocal performance, I enjoy it. It has those moments where she like clicks it into a different gear and goes super high and then comes back down. So as I said, it reminds me of the style of singing in the lovely and emotional end credit song, which in the moment I'm forgetting the name of. I think I reacted to it. Pretty sure I did. Again, some of the earliest game reactions I did involve tracks from this original soundtrack. I shouldn't say this, I should say the original Chrono Cross soundtrack. But yes, I think the singing style is in a very similar vein as that performance. So yeah, it's very much of the Chrono Cross suite of music, but I certainly don't think it's a direct translation of a tune from the original score just with like a voice put in. I feel like it maybe takes some themes and motifs from different tracks in the original score and then creates something new with this song. So indeed, my understanding of this release is that's essentially what Yasunori-san was doing. He was taking his original compositions and embellishing them, remixing them, and fleshing them out further, and with, let's say, fuller technological capabilities. Meaning, and to be fair, like, CD games were the first generation of games where the ability to have, let's say, like, properly composed music and lots of people talking was possible, because in the cartridges of the generations before that, it was more limited what you can do sound-wise. And, you know, I'm aware of some, like, 8-bit games, like the Mario swimming theme, where, like, if you get a coin while you're swimming, part of the score behind you has to, like, rest. Like, it actually, like, removes a sonic element because the game hardware was simply incapable of playing more than a certain amount of sounds at the same time. So obviously CD games were a little bit different, but it remains true that over the years he meaning Yasunori Mitsuda, has been able to arrange some of the music he wrote for first the Super Nintendo, then the PlayStation, with proper orchestras and with an array of natural instruments and talented singers. So it's just really cool to hear the music that is still deriving from those two classic games and from his original excellent scores, and also to hear great performances by people who have been brought into this Chrono Trigger / Chrono Cross universe since they originally were released. So big shout out to Yasunori Mitsuda. Once again, big thank you to Chris for sending this vinyl. We will continue to go through it until we finish it. We're on to side B now, and I will see you next time. Peace.